Hi, and welcome back to Tack Makeup Playground. I'm Tiffany. I am going to be working on a look today for a collab. I've been sick all week, actually for a couple weeks, having some issues. I'm actually feeling a bit better today, so I'm going to try and record something. I just cut my hair this morning too. It's not great, but whatever. I just went in and lobbed a bunch of hair off. Just because I felt like it. So it was looking kind of crappy. My hair's been breaking off. And I had a CT done yesterday to find out what was going on in my abdomen, and they can't figure anything out. So they're thinking I have a bunch of adhesions. And I'm trying to determine if I want to have surgery for that or if I just want to get some injections to appease me and make me feel better, because once you start having surgery for adhesions, you just have to have more and more surgery for adhesions. So I did have surgery once for them a while ago, and I don't feel like doing that again. Have my earbud in. I am currently watching Teresa, listening to Teresa while I'm doing this. And then this is also the picture that I'm going to be working from for Lea's collab. So yeah, so that is what we're going to try and do today. So I'm going to start off with my Nomad Air Mist. Yes, something that is sadly discontinued. If you can get in and grab it, I would highly recommend it. It's wonderful. I love it. Hopefully I don't smack this and have her come on loud for you. We'll see. I don't need to get... Not that I'm monetized or anything, but I don't need to get in trouble with the YouTube gods to begin with. So my Yongsam Essential Mule Cream, I use that as a primer. I think it's really just a moisturizer, but I use it as a primer, and it is what gives my face a glow. So I enjoy it. I'm still working with the lighting and stuff, so hopefully I did not turn my overhead light on today. Didn't care to. So my Yongsam Cushion Foundation, I think I'm going to use the neutral light today, but I'm going to go ahead and get my Ritual Defy concealer on. It is getting low. I need to order more, but kind of financially strapped at the moment with medical bills and car repairs. So and I just ordered the new Nomad palettes and the Titanium Foxes release. So, you know, trying to get my priorities straight, but what do you do? What do you do? Yeah, I probably shouldn't have ordered all the palettes, but I also can't stop living completely, right? Trying to do stuff so I can keep this channel rolling and keep things going, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So anyway, so I'm gonna brush this out. So this brush is it's a Spectrum brush. It's part of the Winnie the Pooh collection. I love Winnie the Pooh. I don't know. I have the when ColourPop did their Winnie the Pooh collection, I ordered that. And I have the box up here with all my Winnie the Pooh Beanie Baby things that the Disney store had back in the day when we had a Disney store here. And I also have Winnie the Pooh tattooed on my back because I just love Winnie the Pooh. I used to be heavy, so I kind of just love Winnie the Pooh. I always admired him for just being happy-go-lucky in life and just going along, being do-do-do-do-do. Always admired that. Sorry about my nose. It drips a lot. Get used to that. It is what it is. It's part of my lovely chronic illness stuff. So we just deal. We just make it work. I should keep a box of Kleenex close, but I'm an idiot and I don't. So I do have a stack of washcloths over here, like microfiber towels. My husband evidently felt like putting in here instead of in the bathroom today, so I might have to grab one of those and use it. I don't know what. I don't know. He gets confused as to which towels go where, so he tries. Anyway, so yeah, I really don't have too much to talk about, I don't think. I'm just gonna kind of buzz through this look and try and figure out how to make it work. Basically, it was just kind of a pick your own adventure for Lea's collab this time around. There were 5 different oracle cards to pick from, and I picked the one that I showed at the beginning of this, so we'll see. We shall see how I fare on doing that look. Not really sure what I'm going to end up doing with it, but I'll show you the palettes that I'm going to use to make it. I am going to use my Artitude palettes today to make that look. Going to use the Vintage Neutrals and the Ink and Roses palette together for that. Artitude is one of my favorite brands. Artitude, Titanium Foxes, Nomad. The few Gourmand Girls palettes I've tried I really enjoy. What else? I don't know. I'm kind of brand loyal. I do want to get some more stuff from Sinful Echoes. They have their release today of their Hexed Hues line, and they did gift me their shadows from it and then one blush, which I'm going to use today. I'm going to use that blush today, and I absolutely love it. I want to order all the blushes, but I don't think I can't afford all of them, but I might order a few more just because they are so, I love the one that I have. So and they've got some pretty unique colors that are lip and cheek color, so it's not just blush, but so they're lip and cheek color. So we're gonna try that. But yeah, they've got like I wish I could remember. I should pull it up, see what the name of the color is, but they got a really pretty pink that I'm gonna get, and then they've got a like a brown. I don't know. They got a couple of like browns that I've never seen anything like them before. Sorry, I keep all my products like over here on a bookshelf. I could show you guys someday. I really need to get my house clean. Should be cleaning instead of sitting around doing makeup, but I'm gonna do makeup because that's what I want to do. So yeah. Anyway, so anyone that is watching, thank you. You know, if you do like my videos, please go ahead and click that little like button. Subscribe if you want to see me again. You can click that notification bell. I am not consistent at all on posting. My health has been kind of all over the place. I was doing good for a while, and then things just got out of control again. The joy of chronic illness again. I have what's called juvenile idiopathic arthritis, but I also here's the confusing part. So more than likely I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. I have all the characteristics of it. I have been hypermobile my entire life. I have a lot of characteristics of it, but I don't have the genetic testing to show that I have it. So I have had tendons give out, ligaments give out, all sorts of stuff. Going in with, that was the Fenty contour stick, going in with the RMS cream bronzer. So my body does stupid stuff all the time. I had a hysterectomy when I was about 30. And so I have that surgical mesh inside, and we're thinking that might be part of what the problem is with what is going on with my insides. And so that's part of the reason that we might have to do exploratory surgery. I also probably have adhesions built up from all of my abdominal surgeries. Sorry. So that's something that we have to kind of look at. But I might just get some pain injections to tide me over. I have had quite a few surgeries in my time, and I'm not a fan of surgery, not a fan of going under. I don't do well when I'm trying to wake up, and my blood pressure's been really low lately. It's kind of scary low, so it's been affecting my vision. Been getting headaches, so I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, at the same time they do my labs. All my labs are beautiful, except my liver function is a little high. But everything else, little anemic, not real bad, not to the point where they're worried at all. I do need to get some other lab work done, but since they went ahead and I had to go to an urgent care thing, and then have my CT scan done, and they couldn't do the labs that I needed done when I was getting either one of those things done. I have to go to a special place to get the other labs done. So now I have to wait until my veins heal, arteries heal, whatever, to go in and get that lab work done. So then I get to go get poked again, but I have to wait until those heal. So once that's healed, then I can go in and get those labs done and find out if I need to go get some IVIG therapy done again for my immune system tanking out. I also have something really weird happening with, and it's happened before. I've got a few spots on my body where I get a steroid injection, and then my muscles will like atrophy and cave in, like my body starts eating itself. So it happened on my shoulder. They biopsied it and couldn't figure out what was going on, and then it happened in my left butt cheek, and now it's happening on my right one, and it showed up on my CT scan. And it's pretty severe. Like, it's weird looking, so I'm not going to show you obviously, but it's pretty bizarre, and it showed up in my scan, and I don't know. They can't really do anything about it, but like half my butt's completely caved in. So yeah, TMI probably. It's a little bizarre. So yeah, I'm just having all sorts of fun, but I gotta get steroid injections for when I have major flare-ups with my arthritis. So, which I haven't had a flare-up in a while. I think I got my injection back in January, and that's what happened. That's when it happened. I don't remember when it was exactly, but yeah, it's always something. So yeah, and then let's see. This morning, oh, my cat threw up this morning. That was fun. She's on meds and stuff. I was talking yesterday about potentially trying to wean her off of her medication so she doesn't have to be on anymore, because she's been doing so good, and then she threw up this morning, so that's not happening. Sorry if anybody gets grossed out by that. I have a cat that just doesn't do it. And it wasn't a hairball. It was just she ate, and then she just went downstairs, and oh no, I gotta get another one out. Oh well, we're gonna make this one work. Gonna make this one work for us. We're gonna get it out of here. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Might have to grab another one of my base blue ones and use that. Although I'm not a fan of the colors, but we might just have to try and make it work. See how it goes. Because this one's dead. This one's dead. Yeah, there's nothing left of this. Ay. Oh well. Okay. I just definitely prefer this pencil. But they run out fast. Oh, they run out fast. Okay. Yeah, that's dead. That's super dead. So, okay. Let's do... Should we do the darker one? I can't remember which one's which. We're gonna try this one. Let's see. I can't remember which one this is. If it's the darker one or the lighter one. We'll find out. Sorry, I'm smiling. Listening to Teresa is hilarious. And watching somebody do their eyebrows is boring as hell, I'm sure. Sorry. Try and get this done here. Anyway, what do I need to talk about? I don't know. I've been watching the birds lately. That's fun. We have a baby grackle out in our yard, and it has taken over the yard. It is hilarious. I should post some pictures or put some pictures on here. Figure out how to mix them in. It has taken over the bird feeder and the squirrel feeder and everything. Oh, and the squirrels figured out where the other bird feeder is, so they jumped in there last night. I should get that picture from my husband. He took a picture of it last night. But yeah, the baby grackle has been sitting in the squirrel feeder just squawking at things, not letting other things get in there and eat. And oh my god, it's so funny and it's so cute. Just the cutest little thing. So yeah, I've been having fun watching the birds while I've been laid up in pain and not able to do much. Trying to wander out in the yard to actually feed them because I'm the only one that feeds them. My husband thinks I'm crazy, I think, for wanting to feed all the animals, but I haven't seen any rabbits around the past couple days, which is good, but at the same time, we had a stray cat out here. So I think maybe the cat got a hold of them. I don't know. I shouldn't say a stray cat. We had somebody's cat because it had a collar on. Just couldn't get close to it to find out who it belonged to. I've never seen it before. So I don't let my cat outside unless she's with me on a harness because she's a scaredy cat. She is definitely a scaredy cat, and she would not do well out there. When she's on her leash, she gets excited about the birds, but she doesn't know what to do about them. She just gets excited. She likes to sit in the window inside and chuff at them, and it's so cute. So, but I don't want her taken off after like the baby or anything. And last night we had a couple of mourning doves. It was a male and female sitting out there in the garden, just hanging out. So anyway, okay, so I have my base on. That's the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas eye base, and again I mix the white and the fair together because so this is the picture that we're gonna do. It's called Forever Young, so we shall see what I can create out of this. So let's go ahead. I will show you. So for Artitude, we're gonna go in with the Ink and Roses. So that one, which I thought would go well, and then some of the colors that aren't in that are going to be in the Vintage Neutrals palette. So yeah, and then I may actually, for some of the shimmers, go in, I think, Sinful Echoes. I think that one and that one might actually work in here. So let's go ahead, and I'm gonna start with Sepia from the Artitude palette. And I have mirrors. I have a big mirror here. I have the mirror on the palette here. I have my hand mirror. And then I can look, I'm filming on my iPad, so I can look in that. So if you see me looking off, that's what I'm looking at. I hate recording on it because I end up doing that because the camera's not in the middle like it would be on a computer. but I don't really have a choice in the matter because my computer's too old to record on. So it wouldn't end up recording in a high enough resolution, and it would just be awful. So all right, so we just did a little bit of that. So I'm going to go ahead and go into, we're going to go into parchment right there. All right, I need to turn this down in my ear. I ruptured my eardrum a few years back. So when things are too loud, it hurts my ear. It was just really, it's really uncomfortable when it gets too loud. So, and my ears ring all the time. It's part of the chronic illness. They haven't been able to figure out what it is. I had my hearing tested, and the audiologist was like, yeah, there's absolutely nothing wrong with your hearing. Your hearing is so good that it's almost like dog's hearing. And I was like, oh, great. So, I mean, it's good. It just, you know, doesn't explain the ringing. So, it will tell you the day that we lost power in the house. It was really bizarre because I had no ringing in my ears. So I don't know if I'm just that sensitive to electricity. I don't know if that's a thing, but it was really weird. It was like a full hour of no ringing in my ears. It was fantastic. But obviously need electricity to function, especially to do this. So, so yeah. Can't go live off the grid completely if I want to do YouTube or Instagram or any of that stuff, or order anything off the internet, or yeah. So all right, so I know it's looking real boring right now. We're gonna get in there and do some more, I swear. All right, so we're gonna look at that. So I'm actually gonna go in, this might be kind of weird, but I think I'm actually gonna go in with Old School from the vintage palette there. Actually, I'm gonna mix that with Vibes, which is that pink that's in that palette. We're gonna mix those. And I did switch my brush, which you'll notice. Took this one. I really want to order the Glaminatrix new brushes. They look so pretty, and their new palettes. It was the Turd palette when they were doing their April Fool's Day thing. That just was hilarious. I don't remember what it's called now, the new name of it, but my husband's big on poop jokes, so and since I have IBS, it just would be funny to have that. And then their brush set just looks beautiful. And then Simply Posh, their new brush set looks amazing too. So I just constantly want new brushes. My mom gives me a hard time, says that I have enough brushes, but I really, honestly, I don't think I have that many brushes. I've seen people with a heck of a lot more than me, so maybe I'm wrong. Okay, I have a lot, but I don't know. They're not all ones that I use because I don't like them. So I'd love to get ones that I really like. So, all right, so this is kind of, I'm just kind of making some petally type shapes. This side might end up being completely different on shape. Who knows? Okay, I'm starting to cramp again. Ouch. I put some Voltaren gel on my stomach to see if that would help today. So I'm hoping that it has helped so far, and I put it on my back, and my rheumatologist actually told me to go to a chiropractor, see if they could help my stomach, do some work on it, but neither one of my chiropractors does that stuff, so I gotta find a different one to try. I don't know who to go to. know. I don't have a lot of, I think, experimental chiropractors in my area, or maybe I'll have to call her and find out who she goes to again, because she kind of mentioned hers, so maybe I should give her a jingle and find out who she goes to. So, all right. Okay, so we're gonna go with that for that color, and then I think I'm gonna go in, actually we're gonna do a little bit more of that, but I'm gonna take it out a little bit further here. Sorry, this is how I do stuff. I don't think it out first. I just kind of go with what inspires me while I'm working on it. There's no rhyme or reason. I have absolutely no clue what I'm doing at first. I just start playing, and this is how I work. When I'm painting, it's the same thing. I don't generally draw out my paintings first. I just kind of go after it. Although I have a canvas back here that I have been sitting here waiting to start working on something, but it's probably going to be a Disney painting, because I have a pink bedroom downstairs that we have a lot of Disney stuff in, so I think I'm going to do a Disney painting on it, and I'm going to have to draw that out because of the characters. I don't know them well enough, but so yeah, I just have to figure out what I kind of want to do, like Main Street with the characters on it. But it's a lot for me to think about and plan out. So of course it just sits there and stares at me. It's like, hey, I'm still here. You need to work on me. But then I also started working on a blanket for my cat, sewing one, because I did a quilt for myself not too long ago out of velvet and chenille and satin. Horrible. Don't ever do it. But I'm working on one for her now with the leftover fabric so that she can have it when she goes to a babysitter. So that she can have the comfort, because she loves laying on mine. So I figure she can have her own then. That's the same thing. And she'll be comforted. So, all right. So that is that. And then what other color do we want to bring in here? We're not going to use that brush anymore. We're going to switch again. So I think I'm actually going to go in with my LYS brush, because it gives me a little bit of, it's triangle, which is kind of nifty. So I'm going to go in with, we're going to go in with, I think, Era. A little bit of that one, vintage. I'm actually going to mix it with some of the, I don't know what color the other one is. I can't read that very well, but we're gonna. And just kind of blend around here. I am gonna go in with some darker colors too. I just want to get kind of the base. And I know my videos are really long, and anybody that watches the whole thing, I really appreciate it. And I know I'm not talking as much in this one as I have in other ones, and actually I should probably get prepared, because this thing's gonna shut down any minute now, because it only goes for so long. And then it shuts down, and then I have to start recording again. So, but I appreciate anybody that watches my full video, because my whole artistic process and my whole chat session is probably not the most entertaining. It is who I am. I just do my thing. I don't have a whole lot to talk about. Well, I guess I can talk about the one thing I was planning on talking about in a video at some point. So, my birthday is coming up in July, And my mom asked me the other day what I wanted to do for it, and we usually go out to eat for it. So there's a restaurant in our town that you pretty much have to have reservations to get into, and I've wanted to go there for a very long time. And it is actually owned by a gal and her husband, and the gal I was best friends with in middle school and high school, and then she up and moved away, and I really haven't reconnected with her since then. We're friends on like Facebook and all that stuff, so which is fine. You know, she's got a life. She moved off and made a different life and did her thing, and then just never reconnected when she got back because she had her own thing to do and I had my own things going on, and we just never ever really reconnected. So, but in my life, I've noticed that anytime that I ever get close to anybody, they tend to up and leave me, like move away, disappear, die. I had a boyfriend that he was my first love, and he died. I have my best friend who moved. I had another best friend who moved. I had another best friend who moved. Yeah, so everybody, and another best friend who, like, they just all kind of, everybody kind of leaves me. And so I have a very hard time getting attached to people anymore. Abandonment issues from my biological father. So if I don't reach out and I don't get attached to people, don't get offended. It's not you. It's totally me. And I feel bad because I don't get attached to people, and I feel awful. You know, it took me a long time to get attached to my husband. Even after we were married, it took me years to really get attached. And now I'm too attached, and I'm scared to death that something's going to happen and he's going to disappear, and you know, that it's too good to be true, and that I'm all in love and attached, and he's gonna go poof on me, because that's what happens in my life, because that's what happens. Like I said, I get attached, or I have a friend, I have somebody who I'm close to, and they just disappear. So I told my mom that the other day, and she's like, I'm still here. I'm like, that's different, Mom. That's just different. It's, you know, moms are different. That's a different thing. All right, going in, yes, with a very dark color for the middle of the flower. It's gonna look weird. But yeah, it kind of hit me that I'm gonna go have dinner at this restaurant where she works and owns, and I don't know if I'm really ready to see her. I think it is gonna hit me pretty hard, because she was a huge influence in my life back in the day. I had a really low self-esteem. I didn't know myself. I was very sheltered, very insecure, very sequestered, very, like, I don't know all the words that I would use for who I was before I met her. And she taught me how to flirt and come out of my shell and be this person that I had never been before. And then she up and disappeared on me, and it was like, I was sitting here going, oh my god, I'm this totally different person, and I have nobody to hang out with that's like me, and I kind of completely lost my shit. So yeah, I just I'm excited. Hopefully I get to see her, but at the same time I'm nervous, because I miss her like crazy, and I don't think we're gonna reconnect and be able to hang out or anything. But she was a huge influence in my life. So I just wish that I had the ability to connect to people again. But yeah, I've been hurt so many times and had so many people walk out on me that it's just hard. So yeah, I noticed on Instagram that there's so many people that are like, oh, my best friend, blah, 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 blah. And I do have who I'm really close to, but I'm still not that close to her, because I talk to her on you know, Wednesdays mostly when we do our lives. But I don't like reach out during the week and talk to her, and I don't have phone conversations or things like that. It's just not who I am. I think it's just that terror of getting too attached and then having somebody walk away again. Um, so yeah, it's just weird. So I'm gonna stop this and I'm gonna come back. Hold on a second. Okay, I am back. So yeah, that's kind of where that's at. I am not sure. I'm trying to get this kind of flower petally look down with the middle of the one flower is very dark. That's why I did that there. So it's kind of trying to work the flower out here. I am not good at skulls, so I would like to work in a skull somehow, but I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. And then she's got these piercing blue eyes, so I'm not sure how I'm going to work. I don't have blue eyes any. My eyes used to be a lot bluer back in the day, but they are not anymore. So I think I might pull in, let's see. Sorry, I should be showing you what colors I'm using as well, but I am not, because I'm just kind of pulling in all sorts of colors from both palettes and mixing them together. I don't tend to do a lot of mixing of colors, but you know, this look we're gonna do that. We're gonna. So all right. So that. Okay. All right, so we're getting that, and then bring in the bottom here. All right. So yeah, so as far as that conversation that I was having previously with the whole friendship thing, I just have a hard time getting close to people. I watch all these people having all these great friendships and conversations with people and getting really close to people, and I just I feel like I'm missing out, but at the same time I'm scared. I know I'm almost 50. I shouldn't be scared. It's a very childish thing, but I've just been burned so much in my life that I really have a hard time. Really hard time trying to justify getting close to people again when I just know that somebody's gonna walk away from me. You know, it's just doesn't seem like friendship is a forever thing anymore. At least it's never been in my life. So it's just super hard, super hard. Even with my husband, like trying to get married again was questionable. When we decided to get married, that was a big decision for both of us because we'd both been married before, so we didn't look at it lightly at all. Not at all. So all right. Alright, so this looks really choppy and weird right now. I know. So hopefully we're going to blend her out a little bit with some of that Era color from the Vintage Neutrals palette again. Alright, so I'm going to do this. Alright, so there is that. So now we're going to throw in some sparkle. Okay. Alright, so I am going to go in with this one from Sinful Echoes, which is a Vernal. And I'm not going to use a primer for that. we're just going to pop it in here and see how it does. Just going to pop her in here and see how it does. Okay. Alright, pop this out here, out here. Alright, that, and then I'm also going to go in with Stellar. Alright, so I think what I'm gonna do, since we got this going on, excuse me, sorry about that. Oh my god. Okay, so I am going to use some of, I think, Inkwell from, you probably couldn't see that, could you? Probably not. We're gonna use some of that. Okay, so that, it's got the sparkle there, you know, let's do there, get some sparkles and some shimmers and glows and stuff there. All right, okay, so let's go ahead, and I think what we're gonna do now is go ahead, and I'm gonna be done with the eyeshadow part of it. Yep, we are. And then I'm gonna go ahead and grab this. So I'll grab my artistry palette, and I have got, we're gonna use this burgundy up here in the corner. I'm gonna grab this brush. And I'm gonna do some eyeliner around here. Okay, so that is that. So then we're gonna go in with, dropping things over here, don't mind me. All right, I'm gonna go in with some gray now. Mix that with a little black. just putting in a little liner there, and then I think, so there's a couple of skulls in this. Like I said, I am not great at the whole skull thing, but let's see how bad we can screw this up. All right, so we're gonna do that fold over there. Okay, that. Not sure about that. I don't really like that. I don't know how to fix that. So I think we're gonna try something here. Okay, I'm gonna try. Okay. Okay, that's getting better. That's looking a little better. I don't know if you guys could see the little skull there. Anyway. I don't know if you can even see what I'm doing. I can't see what I'm doing, so hopefully you can see what I'm doing. All right. Okay. So that, I'm not going to do one on the other side. That is not happening. I wish I could do the other skull. It's really cool, but I don't have the patience for it at all. So we're just going to do that. And then let's go ahead and do we're going to do this in the waterline. I do have to say that the next one doesn't flow as easy to do this as like my ColourPop ones, but it'll get there eventually. There. All right. So hopefully you didn't hear that scream in my ear. I don't know, you guys can probably hear the whole thing I'm listening to. Okay, so that, do some primer. All right, and this is the Essence. I I think it's Slash Princess primer. I'm not a fan of this one, but I'm going to use it up. And then I have another one. Oh, I'll be right back.